Nick Dunn, you're probably the most hated man in America right now. Did you kill your wife, Nick?
Everyone told us and told us marriage is hard work. Not for me and Nick.
As you all know, my wife, Amy Elliott Dunn, disappeared 3 days ago. I had nothing to do with the disappearance of my wife.
Hey, Martin.
Yes.
So this movie, based on the novel by Gillian Flynn, just came out in 2012. Big hit. It was so big, somebody said, you goddamn right we're going to make a movie about this. People love it.
That happens a bunch.
Now, the movie deals with Ben Affleck. He's a guy named Nick Dunn. He's a handsome owner of a barn, Missouri. He's living the life with his handsome wife, Amy, played by the very beautiful Rosamund Pike. Martin.
Yeah.
You know that girl. She's nice looking. Yeah. Now,
she's the blonde girl that looks like she might be Asian.
no, she don't look Asian. Get out of here, man. You must be blind or something. But yeah, but see, Martin, people look at beautiful couples and they think, oh, they
got it. They
man,
got it made.
They got it easy. Man, they got it made. Beautiful people get everything. But we soon learn, like at the start of the movie, that Nick is kind of tired of her shit.
Right.
Goes,
Hey, no matter how beautiful she is.
somebody's sick of her shit. And Nick is that way. Got his ass drinking early in the day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good that he owns the bars. He can go in at 6:30 in the morning and pound back a few shots.
And his sister's working the bar, and she's like, that bitch on your nerves again. He's like, you see me drinking, don't you? Fuck yeah, she getting on my goddamn nerves. And that's why, Martin, when Amy goes missing, it's real easy for the audience to say, come on, man, you were talking shit at her right when this movie started.
Yep.
You talking shit about her before, right after the credits.
Yeah.
You killed her. Come on.
Come
For
on.
real.
Come on. You,
Come on.
you know you did it.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Plus, you're all handsome and shit. I hope you did it.
Man,
To me, you did it.
you know what? That's the thing about the movie. I'm going to tell you something. Now, there's a lot of things about this movie that I'm going to recommend people see it for, or a certain type of people see it. And then there's a certain type of people that I'm going to say do not see this movie.
Oh, really?
Whatsoever. Now, let's start with the Fincher fans out there and people who saw the trailer for this.
Okay.
I'm going to say to those people, now, y'all saw this trailer in the theater, and you saw that the acting was all serious, the colors and cinematography was all subdued. You're thinking, man, this is going to be one of them deep, dark, them patented Fincher dramas right there.
Yeah, that's true. If you're the kind of Fincher fan who goes nuts over Fight Club and Seven, this might not be your movie.
This is not what you think it is. I've heard a lot of people, a lot of critics come out shaking their head, man, I don't know about this. This ain't the Fincher I know.
Right.
You know, I'm a Fincher fan. I know Fincher. That's not the Fincher I know.
Yeah, don't forget that Fincher also did Panic Room.
Exactly. He done some bullshit too.
He did Aliens 3.
Come on now. But the thing is that I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not going to say it just yet. But the reason why I bring that up is because this is funnier than what you think this is. And this is a lot more pulpy than
yes.
what you think it
yes,
is.
it's very pulpy. It does have humor. You know, unintentional, but not like he fucked up and made it humorous. It's just the way it is. This is some situations where you're like, wow, that's funny. And I know he knew what he was doing when he put that together.
Oh yeah, no, this is a satire on marriage. Mm-hmm. This whole thing is it's thinly veiled with humor over the drama, but it's a satire on marriage and it's a satire on the media.
True.
And while we're talking about marriage here, the people that I'm not recommending to go see this, if you and your wife or you and your husband are having a hard time right now, and you thinking that you know what to settle things over, a nice date night. Do not, I repeat, do not go see this movie. Oh, Martin, if they do, fuck divorce. Only one of you is walking out that theater.
Well, you know what? The couple, they'll keep smiling at each other, but inside they'll be thinking, I'm not sure what I need to do, but I got to get out of this somehow.
Fuck yeah, exactly. You know, I'm telling y'all, be careful. Do not make the mistake of going to see this movie having marital problems. Now, the other thing about this film is that I'll tell you something. If you're the kind of person, if you're an ugly person, and you hate pretty people, you hate beautiful people in this, then this is a movie that you might want to go see, because you made a point, Martin. In this movie, Ben Affleck is getting shit just for being handsome.
Just being handsome, yeah. For just being friendly. Like, his wife is missing, and people coming up like, can I take my picture with you? And he's like, sure. Somebody flashed a camera at you, you smile. It's just like a natural reaction. People go like, look, his wife is missing.
Yeah.
And his ass is up there smiling.
Yeah. And
What does that tell you? You're like, oh, come on.
and yeah, exactly. And people looking at him, they're like, man, look at this motherfucker smiling. Oh, smug motherfucking ass. Look at him. I mean, look,
Yeah.
he's doing nothing, but he's nervous and smart. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
They do a really good job. I mean, and he look at Ben Affleck. He can't even smile right. Look
I
at-
know.
Hey,
It's kind of like, wait, I started to smile, but maybe I shouldn't. But click. What? Hold on, wait.
He's scared.
Yeah.
He's terrified. And the movie does a great job at putting you in the position of a guy who all this stuff happened all of a sudden. He's not a perfect guy.
No. No.
He's already kind of put shit out there. He knows. He's like, God damn, why she had to go missing now?
Right.
I already said some shit about
I
her.
said some shit. I got some shady shit going on.
I got some shady shit happening. Like, of all the times somebody could have snatched your ass, could they just have waited? And so he's walking around just like, yeah, I'm not guilty. But the movie does a great job at sweeping you up in this guy's situation. Now, when you see Ben Affleck, I mean, in the movie, you don't know. You really don't know. It makes arguments for him being innocent. It makes arguments for him being guilty.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be one of those movies like a. There's like I know Glenn Close made one and Cher made one. And I think Madonna made one where it's the person defending this charismatic other person who seems guilty, but they're like, no, I'm gonna defend you. And then, later it turns out like, oh, they actually were the killer.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was going to be one of those, kind of mixed with a Law and Order. And then you get to a certain point where it goes like, oh, is that what you thought this was?
Yeah.
Well, what about this? And you're like, oh, well, goddamn, it's a
Yeah.
completely different movie.
Yeah,
And there's even another twist later on.
Yeah, you're watching so many different movies in one, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But one of the things that you do watch in the very beginning is that you might think Ben Affleck is guilty. You might be sitting up there criticizing him as you watch him, but at the same time, you feel like you're getting just railed by the police, man.
Yeah.
They got you on the spotlight. You think you know Ben Affleck is guilty, but the whole time he's getting grilled, you're like, shit, man. You'd say to yourself, I didn't kill her, all right?
It does put you in his situation. And even when you find out things that he was into, you're like, oh, this don't look good. You know what this movie does?
What's that?
It really it makes you face the fact right like face to face the notion of like, well, I didn't do anything, so I got nothing to hide. I know I'm innocent, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get convicted. Don't you ever believe that?
No, don't. And if you say nothing else about this movie, if you see and you don't like it, they do an amazing job at putting you, no matter how you feel about that character, they do an amazing job at making you feel like you're in the hot seat while you sit there watching Ben Affleck.
You got to the bar around 11 today. Where were you before that, just to cross that off?
Well, I was home. I left at 9:30. I got a cup of coffee, newspaper. I went to Sawyer Beach and read the news.
Did you visit with anyone there?
Well, I mean, I kind of go to Sawyer Beach for the solitude.
So, your wife has no friends here. Is she kind of standoffish? Ivy League? Rubs people the wrong way?
No, she's a bitch.
She's from New York. She's complicated. She's got very high standards.
Type A? Well, that can make you crazy if you're not like that. You
Look
seem
at it,
to
killer,
be
all right?
Type B. Speaking of which, Amy's blood type.
God, I don't know. I have to look it up at the house.
You don't know if she has friends, you don't know what she does all day, and you don't know your wife's blood type.
Sure, y'all are
I'm a
married.
man, of course not.
Maybe it's type O.
Where are her folks? New York?
Yeah.
Can they get here in time for this press conference tomorrow?
Tomorrow? I have no idea. I haven't talked to them.
You haven't called your wife's parents
I mean,
yet?
you can't get a signal in this building. I've been in here talking to you.
Well, call them, please, Nick, now.
Should I know my wife's blood type?
No, I'm fucking with him.
Right.
Martin, I'll tell you something. When I watched this movie and I saw that scene, I got your blood type now, in case you go missing. I felt so nervous. I said, if you ever go missing, I'm gonna be prepared, man.
Yeah, but what that tells you also is if you go like, yeah, his blood type is AB, they'd be like, how you know that?
How'd you know that?
Why were you studying his blood type?
See, you can't win. You can't
You
win.
can't win.
Once you think you, tell you what, This movie made me convinced that I will never ever think that's a perfect crime. I will never try to murder anybody and think I can get away with it,
The only way you can get away with murder is to never be suspected of it.
or to kill yourself.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, not gonna catch me. but you know what? The movie, what makes it work as effectively as it does, is that it's full of great performances. And there's a lot of people in the movie that give performances that they don't even have big roles, but they just add to the atmosphere. Like Patrick Fugit is in the movie, and he's pretty much.
I hated him.
I hated him too, but not because he's a bad actor, but because
No, not because he's a bad actor. He was just a bitch of a character.
man, he was from the very beginning when Ben Affleck walked into the office. This is him right here. Guilty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he like saying shit to him like, "Do you even like your wife?"
I know. It's like, hey, what's this got to do with you?
Yeah.
Why you got such a personal stake in it?
You know Ben Affleck wants to turn around and tell him real quick, man, will you shut the fuck up? But he's like,
Right?
What can I do?
Yeah, he's Patrick Fugit is like Iago the parrot.
yeah.
You don't know your wife's blood type?
Yeah.
What's your wife's blood type?
Yeah, blood type. Like, and not just a parrot, but that goddamn Guilford Godfrey
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, you kill your wife, huh? Huh? Affleck, Ben Affleck, guilty. Ben Affleck. Look at it here. Ben Affleck.
Like, man, you shut up.
Yeah. Shut up. Shit.
Man, something that one of the most amazing things about this movie is that you discover that Tyler Perry can actually be a good actor when he has a director who's not himself directing
Man,
him.
let me see if I can find a picture of Tyler Perry, because I had no clips of him at all. They didn't give anybody any clips of him in the movie. But Tyler Perry is in the movie. He plays pretty much a Johnny Cochran type lawyer. You know,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's almost a stereotype now to have the
black flamboyant.
the black the flamboyant lawyer. Yeah, the showman. You know. But let me see if I can find.
But
Tyler
he still
Perry.
he downplays it. I mean, he's not a cartoon character. He seems that way at first, but then he comes in. I'm just like, man, he's coming close to stealing this movie.
When he comes in, man, you're right. When he has the right director, and I wish I could find a picture of him. I can't right now. I'm not going to waste your time scrolling through it, but I will tell you this. I don't know if he's acting or if Tyler Perry's just coming in just feeling relieved. Like,
Oh, that he didn't have to direct.
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'm an actor now. I get to act.
Well, he got to act in Alex Cross, and he was terrible.
That's because it was a bad movie.
Yeah.
But now he's like, thank God for David Fincher. I mean,
Man, I hoped, like, just working with David Fincher, he learned a lot and took some notes.
yeah, and it's almost like he's coming into the movie, and because he's laughing, he's like he's that lawyer that comes in. Yeah, we gonna solve this case. Yeah, but then you get the feeling that he's almost like, woo, glad I got a good director.
Right.
yeah, I get to show what I can do now. Don't got to put on that dress no more. Yeah. But yeah, he's very good in the film, man. Now, I will say about the movie, like I said, and I want to say this, that in that scene you saw there, Kim Dickens is actually, she doesn't have a whole lot of screen time, but she's great in the movie.
I've always really, really liked Kim Dickens. All right, I've loved Kim Dickens. And there's like a while she was in a lot of stuff and then just kind of dropped off. So I'm glad to see her back.
I wish I could find a picture where it looked like she's taking a shit. Thought I had her nice pretty eyes wide open. Wait, hold on. Guilty. But she's a great supporting character in the movie. She's she's a detective assigned to the case, and she has to play so many sides to this case. She has to be the friend to Ben Affleck. She has to be his enemy at certain points because she's very upfront. She has to just play very smart and dumb sometimes too. You know?
She's the most fair character in the whole thing.
She really is. She really is. But the person that really knocked it out the park in this, now Ben Affleck is great. And I hate it. I hate it when people want to come back and say he was Daredevil. He was, how long was fucking Daredevil, man?
So long ago, I don't even remember.
Let this man live this shit down. He's even mad. Say Daredevil one more fucking time. That was a long time ago. That was so long ago. This guy, he's a wonderful actor now. And in the movie, he really captures that role of, is he guilty? But if he isn't, is he a guy that is such a good actor that he's hiding lies?
Right? Yeah.
Is he?
You don't know.
Or is he really a person that's a victim of being judged by the media?
And maybe he's guilty to a certain degree.
Or maybe that's right. Or maybe he's guilty to a certain degree. But the person who really knocked it out in this movie is Rosamund Pike. I'm sure she'll pop up in a little bit here. But, you know, you can't say a whole lot about her in the film because the movie does a lot of flashback. But I'm just going to say it right now that Rosamund Pike is going to she's going to get an Academy Award nomination.
You
for
think
this.
so?
I think so. There she is right there looking all hot in that bathtub and everything. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm not saying she's going to win, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she gives such a great performance in this movie. Some people might say it's a little hammy.
Oh, I don't know.
But again, another character who has so many different sides to that character to show, and she handled it well. Marvelous performance right there. One of the best performances I've seen by a female this year. I don't know if you agree with me or not, Martin, but...
Well, you know, I feel like it's still relatively early. I don't want to call best performance just yet.
No, I'm not calling best.
Right.
Like I said, I didn't say she's going to win. I said it is one of the best performances I've seen this year.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
it's impressive, no doubt.
I mean, she's a victim. At one point, sometimes she's threatening. Sometimes she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's the most loving wife in the world. I mean, this is...
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, so many things that this character has to do.
She takes you through a range of emotions.
Yeah, yes, she does. Now, you're talking about a movie that has so many different sides of characters and layers on it. I thought that the movie did a really good job at showing you flashbacks. You know, you see so many flashbacks in a movie, man.
Yeah.
They do a lot in this movie.
They do. They do a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny how often this movie feels like it's taking wrong turns, only to it gets a point where you go like, oh, that all was leading to something.
Yeah, and you know something, and what it was leading to in this film is that it actually made them feel like a real couple that actually met each other.
Yeah.
They went through their romantic period.
Yeah.
And then they had their you get to see the reason why it starts to break down, and they're realistic reasons.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
For the most
money.
part. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Money will break you down.
Shit, they were living the life in New York.
That's the thing. Yeah. When you know, pretty people who are rich, they got no problems. They also have no ways to deal with having problems. So when the problems come, they're like, oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Fuck this.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, all you ugly to average people out there that hate these rich, pretty people, don't worry. When the money goes away, they're just as shitty as anybody else.
More so, actually.
Exactly, because they used to a certain lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
You know, ugly people like us, we're well adjusted.
Right.
Shit, they got to get used to that shit. And we sit up there laughing. Oh, you new here. but and the thing that really helped the romantic part of their phase in their life between Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike is that Trent Reznor and Atticus, what's his name? Atticus Roth.
Finch.
Atticus Finch. You know, some dude that went to fucking Hogwarts. But his partner, Trent Reznor's partner. I love the score for this, man.
Yeah, it is good.
I love the score for this. I mean, Trent Reznor is one of those people that he's grown into a composer that really has his own voice. You know,
I think he has all his Nine Inch Nails fans mad though. Like, come on, man, you cut your hair, you sold out to the man.
Sold out to the man.
He's like, hey, the man's giving me money at Oscars, and rock and roll is dead. I don't know if y'all got the memo.
Yeah, I got out what I could. So I'm working with David Fincher, bitch. Yeah, man. Yeah, his score for this. There's a part where they're walking around and Ben Affleck is like, he's first met her, and the score for that is beautiful, but it doesn't feel sappy because it still feels like Trent Reznor, but he was able to make this very romantic score in his style, man. Mm-hmm. I love his music, man. I think that's one of the best composers out there as far as evolving and growing.
Sure.
You. Who are you?
I'm the guy to save you from all this awesomeness.
So yeah, there's a lot of good things to enjoy about this movie, man.
There are. I just know people are going to come in and not be enjoying it at first, and I would say like let it percolate. Just be patient with it,
because you're gonna hold Finch's name against it, and you got to let that go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that this is not the movie that a lot of people are expecting. This is a movie that has what this. Oh, and let me just mention this before I forget about it. The whole media thing in the movie, that might be there were some characters in here that were a little cartoonish. That's smart. When they go to the media takedown, it is not as smart as the satirical part of the marriage satire in the movie.
I mean, like satires on the media, we've seen that a lot, so much that it would have been nice if that could have been well, yeah, like you said, as smart as the rest of the movie.
Here's the problem with it. A lot of people when they I can't believe. See, I'm mad at this movie for making me do one thing, for making me defend fucking Fox. This movie is gonna make me defend Fox. Fox.
Maybe you haven't watched Fox in a while.
That's the thing. Fox is so cartoonish now. It's tough. I mean, you could watch a Bugs Bunny cartoon and get more news from that shit than Fox.
Oh, maybe not more news, but more accurate.
But more accurate news. Shit, watch Cartoon Network before you watch Fox
If
News.
you want real news, read The Onion.
Yeah, watch Sesame Street or some shit. But when people, it's a thin line to lampoon something that's already lampooning itself.
Maybe that was the feeling. Maybe like what they originally wrote, they looked at Fox and went, "Oh damn, it's actually more exaggerated than what we just did here.
That's the problem.
We got to top that."
When you try to, I'm not defending Fox too much. But the thing is, when you try to go out and make fun of Fox News is such a parody of itself that if you go overboard with that, it doesn't look honest. It looks like we said, it looks too cartoony.
Yeah.
And that's the only part about the movie. I don't think the media part was that clever at all. But having said that, I think that this movie, it's a fun film. I'm not going to even say it's dark. I'm not going to even say that it's deep. I'm just going to say that it's fun in that pulpy way that I was talking about. That is not going to satisfy some people. People want to go in there and they want that deep, dark shit from Fincher. But if you go in there with an open mind and you go in there kind of prepped to know what kind of movie this is and you haven't let the trailer deceive you, I think that this is a great film that juggles a lot of material, especially from a book that had to bring it down some. And by the way, the woman who wrote the book wrote the screenplay. She said, "Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck up my shit." But if you go in there and just appreciate it for the fun movie that it is, I think it's a full price.
You know what? I agree with you, and it's one of these things. I'm going to say a low full price only in as much as this is a movie that I liked the more I came away from it. When we first came out of it, I was like, hey, I liked it, but I was kind of odd. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a bit much trying to squeeze all that in there. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then later I can't start coming back around. It's like, you know what? The more I think about this, the more I actually like this movie a whole lot. It's a weird thing. It takes a while to settle with you. And in as much that's the only reason I would give it even a half of a little tick off. Just because you first come out of you like, yeah, I don't know. But you think about it, it's everything you said it is. And low full price.
Yeah. I would say
it is one of those things where go in, leave your David Fincher expectations outside.
Yeah, exactly.
If you all hyped up because of the movies that you love from him, it's going to ruin it for you. And if you go in thinking, I think I know how this is, that's going to ruin the experience as well.
Yeah. I'll just say this, real simple. This movie has more in common with Fight Club than it does Seven or Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, right.
If you really think about it, it has all those layers that Fight Club had. And it has sort of that
kinda. Yeah.
It has that dark lightheartedness that Fight Club had.
Right. Not to, I don't know. When you say Fight Club, that raises the bar too much. I went into this thinking it was going to be like was it Scorpio? Was it the
Scorpion King? Yeah, that's what I thought too.
No, Scorpion King. Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Jesus.
that makes
Scorpio.
sense. No, not at all.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like that, and it's not that.
It's not like that. It's not like Zodiac at all.
Yeah.
And I know I'm talking about because I've never seen it. There he is. I got him.
You got him? There we go.
Look, they're little Tyler Perry like, thank God I'm in a real movie. Shit. It's about, thank you, David
I got
Fincher.
my big boy glasses on. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm ready to do anything, Mr. Fincher, sir.
But it's one of these things where, he's so good in this, I'm like, man, I'm actually willing to give you another chance to be an actor. If you can behave yourself.
You quit doing all that crazy shit, all that black foolishness.
And then talking real stiff when you deliver your lines. Like, you don't get another shot at Alex Cross. That's done.
Yeah, you ain't no action hero. You fucked that up.
Yeah.
Just be happy to be the lawyer from now on.
Yeah. Just take a bunch of supporting roles in decent or big movies. Do that for a while.
But I've told people, man, I've criticized his movies, but I've told people I believe in Tyler Perry. T-Peasy, man. T-Peasy. Nobody listened to me. I was trying to tell you. But he's coming around. I'm happy for him. I tell you, that's my hero. Like he said, I know Corey, you believed in me. Nobody else did. That goddamn Martin, he didn't believe in me. Fuck him.
Settle down.
Oh, Martin. All right, Martin. Like I said, we gotta move on. So let's go ahead and get
All right.
to our next one. Oh, no, Martin. You don't think that just because we on limited time that you ain't gonna have to work for them stirs?
Well, I can hope. A man can dream.
A man can dream. Well, dream about these stars, Martin. We're gonna play Martin Gets a Gold Star.
I keep waiting, look at that cartoon and waiting for my character to just kick the stool out from yours. And then pick the star up off the ground.
When you say kick that stool out from under me, you know, you would think that, wouldn't you? Wow, I pretty much just made your character dumb.
Right.
Look at those big dumb eyes
Big
you got
eye.
and everything.
A star. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Martin, that's what happens when I have the power of God in these hands. I'm sorry, Martin, I'm sorry. But, Martin, let's go ahead and play the game that we have today. Now, to earn your stars today, Martin, you know something? Gone. Gone is a hard word to make a title out of.
Sure.
I mean, I can only find some limited titles that have gone in them.
Yeah.
Now, Martin, it's so hard to make a title with the word gone. And some of these titles, before they even put gone in there, the titles were messed up. They were too long.
Dang.
They weren't worded right.
Yeah.
They sounded just weird. So I'm going to take...
Good Lord, how convoluted is this?
It's not that convoluted.
Okay.
It's not that convoluted. Let me see if I can make it clear for you. Now, what we're going to do today, we're going to take the titles of these movies that have the word gone in them. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you the original title, though, that's messed up.
Okay.
And you're going to have to guess what the real title is.
Okay.
You got it?
Right.
Did I make
Got
that too
it.
convoluted? You got it?
Sure.
Well, let's see.
We'll jump in there and just see how it
I
goes.
kind of confused myself.
Exactly.
You know, no wonder you fuck these up, man. Because I go back and watch these shows, and I was like, I can't even understand what the hell I'm talking about. Hey, man, we're having a good show today.
Yeah,
it's
we
fun.
are.
It's fun. All right. See what happens when you get these things started on time? All right. Like it's your fault. Okay, Martin, here's our first title right here. Absent Little Child Absent.
Okay.
Martin, now wait a minute before you do anything. We gotta let the people out there see if they can figure this out. The toasties out there, let them participate in the game. People, I'm gonna give you that title one more time for those of you who are watching or listening. The title is Absent Little Child Absent. Martin, do you think you have it?
I think I got it.
What is it?
See, calling on the spirit of Mr. Ben Affleck again. Gone, baby, gone.
See, Martin, it was not that convoluted.
No. I kind of got it toward the end.
You just were giving me shit. Hey, gone, baby, gone. Now, Martin, I like to make the first one kind of easy so you get into the rhythm of the game.
To give me a false sense of security.
And no. It's to get you acclimated.
It's like
to
a
the
New
game.
Orleans shell game.
I would never, no, Martin, you calling me a con man now. I would never do that to you. Never do that to you. For example, like this one. I think you got this one. Our second title is Vanished with a Breeze. Vanished with a Breeze. Not vanished with Feebreeze, but vanished with the breeze. How about you toasties out there? It's a little bit of an old film. You might not know. It might be beyond your time. It's beyond my time. I think Martin was out on set when they made this movie, but Martin, I'm making fun of you. One more time, Vanished with the Breeze. Do you think you have it, Martin?
I think I do.
What is it?
And much like the movie that we just reviewed,
Yes.
there was another book that was just came out, and they bought this because it made it
Look at you
made it a
kicking
hot
some
title.
knowledge.
It was a hot title. It got turned into a bigger hot title when they made the movie. Directed by David O. Selznick, Gone with the Wind.
Martin, you that music was about to end. I was about to say, you better quit bullshit trying to show how smart you are. But way to keep everybody in suspense. Yes, Martin, it is Gone with the Wind. Wind. I hate that shit, man.
What?
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, that movie.
My mother,
that movie is just such a big overblown soap opera.
Big overblown racist soap opera. My mother, I don't know why, my mother, proud black woman who looks white, but she said, Martin said, your mama don't look white.
I love how you think you look at people, just get their races completely mixed up.
Man, I'm telling you, people don't know. They think my mama's white. And I want them to think my mother's white because I want the privileges that she gets run downhill to me. But she used to watch that movie all the time.
Of course.
All that old Miss Scarlet shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you talk about your mama now, but by the time we're older, there'll be young kids looking at stuff we used to look at and enjoy and going like, wow, y'all just tolerate this shit, huh?
And you know what I'll tell them? I said, you know what I used to try to tell them back in the day? Nobody used to listen to old Corey Coleman, no.
Mm-hmm. Kids will grow up now watching the Jeffersons with George. Somebody, you goddamn zebra couple. And be like, y'all used to laugh at that?
Well, they laugh at that too.
Well, it was funny back.
Yeah, I tried to tell them. I didn't like that shit either, young blood. Shit, nobody listened to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into our third title right here. Out in 1 minute, Martin. Out. Whew. Out. You out in 1 minute. People, do you know what this is? Not as old as the last movie that we saw, but it is a few years ago. I put it out there. I don't think this one's too hard. Martin, what about you? I believe in you with this one. Out in 1 minute.
I feel like this movie is gone in 60 seconds.
Martin, you are right. This movie is gone in 60 seconds, like Nick Cage's mind. He's looking for that shit right now.
I know.
Where am I? Yes, people, Gone in 60 Seconds. Not a good movie at all. I hate this movie. It's about a bunch of people going off and robbing rich people, no matter whether they're good people or not. Why? Just because you got something nicer than me. And meanwhile, these assholes are the good guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, they did it right later when they made the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. I wish I would catch Nick Cage robbing my car. I'd be the fuck out of here. Actually, he giving them eyes like that.
I know.
What are you going to do about it? Want to get crazy?
He's like, never mind, man. Take the car.
What do you want? What?
I got insurance.
Yeah, fuck, take it, man. Shit, fuck you. I'm sorry, I didn't know you was Nick Cage.
I got a castle to pay for.
I need to buy some more boots. But anyway, I don't even know. But see, that's something crazy Nick Cage was saying.
It is.
Yeah.
It's that kind of non sequitur he'd throw out there. Like he'd be driving off your car, you'd still be wondering, like,
yeah,
what did that mean?
He wouldn't have to scare you, just be that confused. What the fuck did he? Hey, wait! Fuck you. All right, man. Let's go ahead and Martin. Usually we do 5 of these. But
I know. I'm kind of out of Gone titles. Those 3 popped in my head right off the bat.
Martin, I'm out of Gone titles too. Thing is, Martin, is that even though we only have 4 right here, we got to make that up in the next game later on tonight. So I'm just letting you know.
All right.
You're gonna have an extra one in the quiz later.
Ooh, okay.
All right. But to conclude the game that we have right here, number 4 for you, Martin, is Not Here. Not Here. I told you to get harder.
Boy.
You don't know that one, then.
And Gone is in the title, huh?
Gone is definitely in the title.
All right.
Just throw out a wild guess, man.
All right.
Go ahead and think about it. People, I'll put it back out there for you. It is Not Here. Not Here. Here. Here, Martin. I got you. Whew. You look like you just don't know. I'm trying to hold in that faith for you, though, Martin. I'm not gone yet. I still believe in you. You know what, Martin?
Gone there.
I'm gone. I'm out. You lose, Martin.
Okay.
And you're going to hate me for this one. Because the title of the movie
is Gone.
Is Gone. Why didn't you just say it?
Yeah.
Why did?
That's what I figured.
Why do you do this every time?
I know I bet it's Gone. Who's seen that movie? I bet Amanda Seyfried has never even seen that movie.
You know what? Nobody saw this movie. But that's why it's a hard question. She's even looking for that movie right now. Shit, where's the movie I was in?
She got the biggest eyes in the world. She can't see.
God damn, she would
see this and go like, I never made that.
Yeah, that's what she's looking like. Why am I on that poster? Why am I on this poster right here? So you can see 10 years into the future, but can't see this fucking movie. Well, apparently you didn't either, Martin, because you didn't know the answer right there. That was what we call one of those trick questions, Martin.
Wow, trick questions.
Yeah, trick questions.
This man may kill me. In her own words, this man may truly kill me.